What's going on YouTube? Got another knife review here for you. Today we're going to be looking at the Mick Strider, what they call his Performance series. So similar to Brad Southard's Tolk and Avo, this is coming out of Mick's custom shop rather than out of his regular production shop where they do most of his knives that you see, the SnG and the SMF or even the PT. So the Performance series, these are all knives that Mick works on himself. I think it's basically, if I'm not mistaken, is Mick's version of Midtex for all of his knives. And even though, I guess all of his SnGs are for the most part just handled by his workers at the shop. These are all hand tuned by him, and quite honestly, you can tell. The first time I handled a Performance Series PT, and I used to own a PT, and I wasn't like all that impressed by it. The size and everything was nice, but it wasn't all that smooth. And to be completely honest, all the SnGs and SMFs that I've owned after all this time have never blown me away in terms of being super smooth knives. To me, the SnG is what it is because it's incredibly ergonomic. It's a great for me, a just beater knife. I carry this knife, and you can see how much this is used. I cut through all kinds of cardboard and stab things just for fun. This is a PD1 steel, so it can handle that for the most part. But the one-piece construction on the G10, it's simple construction for the most part. Sometimes develops blade play over time. This one's pretty good. It's a new lockup. But it's just, you can just beat the crap out of it. And if you ever have any issues, you just send it back to Strider, and they'll take care of you. For the Performance series, I can, with the regular knife, yes, I can flick it out, but it's not smooth, and you really have to deliberately push it out. Even like I loosen the pivot a little bit. On this one, my gosh, this thing is so incredibly smooth, so easy to flick out, whether it's thumb. Thumb's a little bit harder for me, but it's doable. But especially with the middle finger or the index finger flip, it's really easy to come out. The steel on this one is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was CTS 204P or 20CV. So one of those varieties of steel, like M390. So it comes with really great steel. And then the other thing that's going to distinguish it is this titanium show side. And it's a flow-through design with, I believe, titanium spacers here and here. And then your other thing is this deep carry clip that extends all the way through over the handle and into the other side. Not quite like a Jason Browse clip, but it's a spring clip, that has decent tension, but it's a deep carry clip that, quite honestly, for me, I really do not like. But to each their own, right? Hardware-wise, he uses different screws. I'm not sure if this lock bar stabilizer is titanium, but you can see the kind of the quality of the screws. They're just, female threaded screws on the other side. You see right here, that will screw in through the spacers and then get screwed here. So kind of like a hinder, if you will. Whereas for normal Striders, it's just these screws that get screwed into these little collars that fit into the titanium side of the frame. So a little bit different construction. And then the pivot is also somewhat unique. I'm not even sure how. I didn't take it apart, so I'm not sure how everything's attached. But inside, it's also using some kind of nylon or nylotron washers versus the standard phosphor bronze that you get in normal Striders. So overall, as a more dressed up Strider piece, if you will, this is a really great piece. It's crazy smooth, worth the extra cash in my opinion. Definitely at the secondary market right now, I don't think it's really worth it at $800 to $900 that I've seen. I think it's offered for Mick at $650. Even that's a little bit high for my liking, but at $650, I think I would spring for it if I were able to get it directly from Mick's table, just because of how smooth it is and how easy it fits in the pocket. Again, I love the SnG, and so but carrying this for more formal setting might not be the best. But if this had a special clip, a more special clip than just a spring clip, maybe some kind of milled clip. I've seen Strider do milled clips on really nice custom knives out there. The Cobalt Damascus one that I saw, that might have been a Marissa Strider one, but that had a really crazy milled clip. That was pretty sweet just to see that on a Strider. I think that would have been a cooler feature, that would have given better value to this one. The lanyard slot here is also all the way over here versus the small lanyard hole that you normally get on Striders, so another slight difference. But yeah, this, to be quite honest, everything about this knife I love except for this pocket clip. I think this is just, to me, kind of a cheap feature. I would have rather them do something different there, but that's just, I don't know, maybe a little bit nitpicking here and there. So anyway, size comparison, you really don't need it. It's just an SnG. Slightly more, not as robust of a tip as normal SnGs from what I've seen or experienced as well. So, but in my opinion, this is an awesome option for just an everyday EDC type knife. Very cool option out there. So that's my quick take on the Mick Strider Performance Series custom, out of his custom shop. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next vid. Take care. Bye.